All right, so thank you for stopping by and checking out the GOB Radio Network new music showcase
Of
this
course.
week. We got the lovely, talented singer, songwriter, rapper, fashionista, Elle. Welcome to the GOB Radio Network.
What's up, y'all?
All right. Thanks for joining us this week. So tell us about where you're from.
All right, so originally born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. So, shout out to New York City. But I moved around a little bit, in my younger years. So I lived in Alabama, which people were like, what? You lived in Alabama? I did.
Alabama? What part?
I did. I lived in Montgomery, Alabama. It's called the Gump. They still call it the Gump. But it was lit. Like,
it was.
Yeah, we was the New York City kids. So everybody loved, they was like, oh, like, we was like celebrities. So we was lit back then. So.
So what brought you to Montgomery? I have family in Tuscaloosa. So
well, my mom is originally from Alabama, not from Montgomery, but she's from Abbeville, Alabama. And so she has family all throughout the state. So we kind of went there to reconnect with her. And my mom is a twin. So she kind of went there to reconnect with her twin sister. So we just ended up in Montgomery, Alabama.
Nice. So you come from a family of entertainers?
I do actually, like all of us, my brother, my cousins, all of us. My sister, she's a fashion designer. So we're all somehow in entertainment in some way. So it's always been crazy in my house when it comes to singing, dancing, competitions. Like,
so who used to win the talent show?
See, what had happened was in the talent shows, most of the time, it depends on who got teamed up. Like, and what we were doing. If we were doing dancing, it was me and my friend Ty. We always won dancing. If it was singing, it was usually my cousin, my brother, and my cousin, because they used to, sing better than us. So I was like far behind on the singing tip when I was younger, but I done caught out.
So what was your go-to as far as dance routines or the songs that you would perform?
I don't even remember, to be completely honest with you. I guess we would pick whatever was on the radio at the time.
Right.
And so we loved to dance at that time. So me and my best friend Ty, we used to love to dance at that time. So it was like, that's what we was going to do. We knew we had that, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we did. And then we would also have like fashion shows. My sister would actually make clothes for us. Mm-hmm. And we would do like fashion shows. Like we was never bored. I tell you that. We was never bored in my house.
Right. So I must say, I feel sorry for you.
Why?
Because you're a Giants fan.
Oh, wow.
I can't believe that.
We're starting off here?
Yes, we're going off early.
Wow. I should have known. I was going to ask, but I should have known. All right, well, it was nice talking to you now. Oh my goodness. My brother is a Cowboys fan, so we go at it, we go at it every season.
I'm sure he makes life hell for you.
He does, and I make life hell for him, for most of the time. But, I remember one time I lost a bet to him, and I had to wear a Cowboys jersey.
Oh.
It was like the worst feeling in my whole...
You probably got the most likes ever on social media after wearing that.
Yeah, right. And I actually had to post, you're right, I had to post it to my social media. It was like, what? And everybody like, what? Like, what is going on? So it was like, y'all know I lost the bet. Y'all know that.
That's hilarious. So tell me about Mandy Savage. Is that your alter ego?
Mandy Savage is definitely, I wouldn't say an alter ego, but it's a part of JL. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a lot of times we as women are put in a box, and a lot of times it's hard to climb out of that box. Not because we can't, but because we feel like if we do, we looked at it in a certain way. We're not classy, or we're not, ladylike, or we're this or we're that. And at the end of the day, I feel like all parts of you are important. Whether it's you ghetto, you loud, you ignorant, you smart, you dumb, you whatever it is, that's part of you. I feel like that's all the facets that make you you, and that makes you unique. And so Mandy is like the part of me that says, you know what, F what y'all think. This is me, and this, love it or leave it, and that's, I've kind of over the years have come into that part of myself, and I'm loving it. So it's like, you know what, this is me. like it or not, it's whatever. So that's Mandy. You know, she's out there. She say what I'm the type of person, I'm a Sag, right? Right. And so by nature, Sagittarius people are blunt. We say what's on our minds. We don't sugarcoat, you know, but when you're a female, especially being dominated in an industry where you're dominated by men, anytime you are opinionated, or anytime you are stern, or anytime you know, don't take no BS, they look at you like you're a bitch. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like a lot of times we try to cower back and we try to dim ourselves down so people can accept us. But Mandy, we don't play those games.
So I'm guessing that your favorite professional wrestler is Macho Man Randy Savage.
Ah, that's right. You know that. You know that.
And you wanted to be Miss Elizabeth when you
know what? I thought Elizabeth was too meek for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was so meek, you know, and that's just the complete opposite of Mandy Savage, you know.
Well, the Elizabeth in WWF was, you know, meek, but then when she went to WCW, I think she had turned it up a notch. Yeah, I love it. So, since you was talking about the personality of Mandy Savage and just the different layers of what it takes to be Mandy Savage, talk about sort of what's in the news right now, and that's how people are very outspoken regarding WAP with Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion. Yeah. Just talk about the backlash regarding the lyrics, and like whether you kind of tame your material down in order to gain acceptance, or do you just let it ride?
You know what's crazy? I think it's so crazy that the type of stuff that male artists put out, the type of lyrics that male artists have in their songs, nobody bats an eye at it. You know, we've had artists say that they drug women to have sex with them. But you are offended that women are saying that they have good sex, good vagina, good juicy whatever. Like, how are you offended by this? It's like, it doesn't make sense to me. I feel like it's rooted in sexism, and it's just crazy to me. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, music is an art form, and if that particular song is not your cup of tea of what you like, or if it's too raunchy for you, then turn it off. Don't watch the video. Change the channel when it comes on, or turn the station, or click the next song, or whatever, however you consuming it. It's like, at the end of the day, people have such opinions about stuff that they don't like. It's like, at the end of the day, if you don't like it, that's like if I don't like Brussels sprouts, I'm not gonna eat Brussels sprouts. But every time I see somebody eat Brussels sprouts, I'm be like, oh, that's so disgusting. It's like, bruh, you dragging it. Like, relax. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, at the end of the day, I feel like those are two beautiful women. They're dope artists, you know, and that's their style. That is their style of rap. So it's not like you're taking women who are in the style of rap where it's like, you know, conscious rap, and then they turn around and put out WAP. You understand what I'm saying? Then it's like, whoa, what's going on? But this is their style of rap. They are feminists, and they explore and talk about the power of the woman. And let's be clear, like, we all know the WAP is where it's at. So, like, I'm just really confused as to why people are so in their feelings about it. It's like, stop it, y'all. Like, just please stop.
Personally, I enjoy hearing it because I like transparency and keeping it 100.
It's entertainment. And at the end of the day, to go back to your question, I have had to do that where I scale back on my lyrics or scale back on how I talk, you know. But like, as of late, I've been letting it ride a little bit more, you know, because it's like, at the end of the day, this is you and this is your artistry, and you have to be true to yourself in your artistry. At the end of the day, your fans are going to be your fans, and the people who are not your fans, they'll never be your fans. And that's the realness of it. People who are going to be your fans are going to be your fans. And people who are not, they just won't. And that's how I feel about it. So kudos to those girls. They baddies. And, you know, it's dope. I mean, JL should have been up on the, you know, the little WAP, but you did.
But I'll say, it seems like from my time skimming my Instagram feed and Facebook and Twitter, most of the backlash is coming from women, from other women.
Really? Well, you see, like, this is the thing, right? I don't really partake in the backlash, so I don't really know where it was coming from. I saw a few people posting about it, and I thought it was a lot of men with the backlash. So I'm like, y'all serious? Like, why? Where's this coming from? So I'm surprised to hear that the backlash is coming from women. But at the same time, I'm not surprised, because women hate on women so bad, and it's terrible. It's terrible the way that women hate on other women. And it's like, it's disgusting to a point where it's like, come on, y'all. Y'all only saying this because y'all angry about, at these women. Because either you jealous that you don't look like them, you jealous you don't have their careers, you jealous you don't have their money. It's always something. When people are not happy with themselves, they portray that and they put it out on other people. And they make it seem like they're making a valid point. Which at the end of the day, you're really just being a hater. Because, like, what is there to hate about? The video is amazingly creative. It's a dope video. Like, it's nothing distasteful about the video. It's super dope, and like, they giving looks. Like, the lyrics is nothing different from what they've been talking about, except for that explicit one line in the hook. It's like, come on, y'all, this is nothing different from what either of these artists have ever been talking about. Right. So it's crazy to me that it's like, okay,
all right, so let's get into JL.
Yes.
So tell me about your sound.
So my sound is very different. I get the question a lot, like, who do you sound like? And when I say to people, I don't sound like anybody, they be like, oh, you gotta sound like somebody. No, I don't. And I take pride in the fact that I don't sound like anybody. So my sound is definitely a combination of hip hop and R&B. It's like I would say it's like an urban sound. It's definitely an urban sound. But it's definitely rooted in R&B. And sometimes I put in a little bit of pop because, growing up, I love pop music. I love all music, to be honest. Rock, pop, reggae, Latin music. So all of it, it's just a big ball of music love for me. So that's how I kind of grew up. But my sound is definitely rooted in hip hop, definitely.
Okay. So who's some of your influences?
Musically, okay, I would say just overall as my favorite artist of all time, just period, is definitely Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson doesn't have an influence on my sound per se, but just that template of this is legendary. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's right. What I get from Michael. And it's just like, it just takes you to a whole other level of artistry. And so that's what I love about Michael. But I mean, as far as my sound, definitely Mary. Mary is she created that sound, that hip hop R&B sound. That sound was created for Mary. She's the queen of that sound. And if you in that sound, you have to pay homage to her because she created that sound. And so definitely Mary J. Blige. I love Beyonce. And I would say as an artist overall with Beyonce, not necessarily the songs per se, but just a lot of powerful women. Little Kim. I love Kim. You know what I'm saying? Like, people used to say that I look like Kim. I don't know about too much now, but,
I'm not going there. I'm leaving that alone.
Kim definitely for sure. Even Nicki, like with her raunchiness and that sort of stuff. Nicki, just all the artists that are out right now. Like, it's just a dope time for women, I feel like, in music. Meg with the whole Savage thing. I've been doing my Savage thing, but for her to come out and do the whole, the Savage song, it was just dope to me. I was like, yeah, this is definitely up my alley. Okay. And I love male artists too. Male artists I feel like I get most of my ideas from male artists, especially hip hop artists. So
nice. All right, so let's talk about the single, No Man.
Yeah.
Take me behind the scenes.
So No Man is like a fun kind of song. It's definitely a sexual kind of song, but not overtly. It's basically saying, like, I don't want nothing serious with you. I'm good. Keep your girls on the side. You can keep your little shorties. But when I need you to come through and lay it down, just come on through. Help us out. It's kind of like that. So it's like a fun kind of thing. Like, look, don't try to catch no feelings. This ain't that. So, stay over there. But when I need you, I'll call you. It's kind of like that.
Yeah. You have a line in the song, she just need a 2-day. Got that tool and keep it handy.
Yes. Yeah. She just need a dude that got that tool and keep it handy.
Okay.
Give it to good, he do some damage, and she more than sure she don't want no man. Yeah.
So with my regular show, myself and three of my friends, the Good Old Boys Radio Show, we've been discussing how it's like the tide is turned, where it's like women are the new men.
I wouldn't say women are the new men, but what I will say is we as women have come from behind the curtain. I will say that. A lot of, we were taught as women that you're quiet, you're behind the man, if you don't speak out of turn, that sort of stuff. And that goes to the whole Mandy Savage thing where it's like, I have a voice, I have an opinion and it's going to be heard, and so I just feel like this generation is just that generation, even with all the stuff that's going on with the civil unrest and the protests and all that, this is the generation that's not having it. Like, right. It's just not having it. And so, and that comes with everything, like women's empowerment, civil rights, just all of it. Like, we done with the bull. So it's like, it's time. It's time.
Mm-hmm. And of course, we, have a African-American female vice president nominee in Kamala.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's definitely been an uprising on many levels.
Yeah.
But to get back into No Man a little further, so, like, do you feel like courtship is a two-way street when it comes to relationships?
Of course. I feel like in any relationship, there's 100% has to be given on both parts. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if that's not the case, then it's like, I'm good. I don't need it. So it's definitely 100-100. People say 50-50 is not 50-50. It's 100-100.
So one of the other songs, Commitment Issues, from several years ago.
Yes.
Is that you having commitment issues or the guy that you was pursuing?
The guy that I was dealing with at the time, he had commitment issues. And, mostly I would say 90% of my songs are experiences that I've experienced personally or someone that I know has experienced personally. Right. And so that song is an actual song that I myself experienced personally. I have been dealing with this guy for a while, and he just made every excuse in the book as to why we wouldn't be in a relationship or why we couldn't be in a relationship. And it was just kind of like, it just was getting like, it was wearing on me. And so I was just like, you know what, this is a good song idea. So I was like, let me put my pen to the pad and write a song.
So it's almost, it sounds like a never ending cycle where the guy had commitment issues and that eventually led to you not needing a man as far as being in a committed relationship and just needing him, on standby.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
I'm seeing how the songwriting goes full circle.
Yeah.
Okay, I like it though. Is there an album coming out soon or?
So I'm working on an EP right now.
Okay.
5 songs. It's a true EP. It's 5 songs. Not like 7 and 8. No, that's a short album. That's an album. It's a true EP, 5 songs. And at this point, I'm just trying to decide which songs. There's 3 songs that are definites on there, and I'm just trying to decide which other 2 are going to go on there. And so I'm excited for that.
Nice. So has the pandemic impacted the rollout any?
It hasn't impacted the rollout necessarily. I'm just taking my time to make sure I have the right 5 songs that, I want to be out there, because I haven't released anything new other than the single, other than No Man. I haven't released any projects in a long time. So I want this to be like, oh, she came back with this project and it was, it was dope. So definitely working on that.
And do you feel like due to the pandemic and not being able to do a traditional rollout, you have to increase your social media presence?
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. And I feel like right now, social media is our best friend right now. You know what I mean? Like, aside from traditional marketing and, PR and stuff like that, you need that stuff. But right now, like stuff that you can do for yourself for free, social media is your best friend right now for indie artists. So I think absolutely.
Okay. Well, do you have anything else you'd like to plug besides the single?
Yes, I am rebranding my makeup line. It is now Savage Glam Beauty. So that will be rolling out again pretty soon, the rebranding of that. So make sure everybody look out for that. And yeah, just make sure you check me out. I got songs, I got projects, so make sure y'all check me out, okay?
So where can they find the material and find you on social media?
Yeah, so my material's on any streaming platform that you have, Tidal, Amazon, iTunes, any of that sort of stuff. My music is on there. I also have my music on my website, www.jlmusic.com. And all my social media handles are all the same, is at jlmusic.com. I mean, not .com, but at JLMusic, JAYELLEMUSIC. And if you Google me, I promise I will come up. Make sure you put music at the end, though. Sure.
Okay. All right, Mandy Savage or JL. It was a pleasure. Looking forward to seeing what else you have in store for us and continued blessings along the way.
Thank you.
So for the GOB Radio Network, this is LaTroy Gardner signing off. See you next week.
Hey everybody, my name is Cammie and thank you so much for watching our YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe for more great content and don't forget to check us out on social media at GOB Radio Network.